once again. We're back today as usual. Every Saturday, this is how we do it. You watching Time with Counsellor Stella. Probably this might be your first time you're coming across this program. Do not forget to like and share and say your comments coming. Yes, on YouTube and Facebook. TV. You know how we do it. We discuss an important topic today, but before I proceed, I want to find out how your day is doing. Though I can see you, my lovely guest, but I trust you're doing well wherever you are, and I hope your day started well, and I believe by the special grace of God is going to end so fabulous as God has been doing it for us all the time. We thank God for the rainfall, no matter what it is, even with the challenges and all of that. We thank Him so much. He knows best. But those that have lost their loved ones, their property, may God strengthen them and console them. There's nothing we can do about it. But please take heart if those have really affected you one way or the other. Let's show love to those people and act them and put them in our prayers, in our quiet time. Yes, we're talking about neighbors, loving your neighbor. Is it still possible in today's world? Loving your neighbor, is it still possible? Do we still love our neighbors as we're supposed to? Christ instructed us that you must love your neighbor as you love yourself. Is that happening in life as Christians, even as Muslims, even as pagan? You should try to understand that your neighbor is your little God. If you don't have a good relationship with your neighbor, there's no way you're going to be happy in that particular hood. Your neighbor is your little God in so many ways. Though they are not your creator, but you need to be in peace with your neighbor. But I ask another way around. Some might say, what about if I have a neighbor who do not understand what love is? What would you do? Some might say, keep showing them love. But some also will say, when you keep showing them love, it will get some time, you get fed up because they don't understand the language of love and they do not understand the language of neighborhood. So we want to find out tonight. I decided to bring you intelligent guests in the house in person of Lady Beatrice and in the person of Mr. Victor. Those intelligent guests decided to be here with us live and on Mashi to digest and give us, our audience, the details of what loving your neighbor is all about and how it profits our community. And I want us to understand that loving your neighbor extends to community. It also brings peace or pieces into our community. So which one do you choose? Do you choose loving your neighbor, or do you think you choose bringing peace and pieces or pieces into our community? We want to find out. But then before I proceed, I would like to say, do not forget to join us again, once again, live on Omashi, live on Facebook. Join us also on YouTube and our TikTok account, Omashi TV. That is how we do it. All right, lovely guest in the house. Good evening. Oh, my lady, you're looking so pretty. God bless you. I love the way you're looking, seriously. And this gentleman is God sent. In fact, he's an apostle, but he's denying that. But let's see how it goes. But most of the time, they say ladies first, ladies first. Do you believe in that? I don't believe in that. Yeah, men are the head. Why do people keep saying ladies first? I want to know.
Well, because ladies, we are the one who brought men to. Yes, so of course ladies first.
No, but me, Stella, men first. Men are the head. You see, ladies, when they will tell you ladies first, when it comes to the difficult part, you see them rally. They will not stand. They will not stand and tell that we are the one who brought forth men. We are the one who gave birth to men. No, they will run. So I think it should always be men first. It should always be men are the leader, the head. They should open the floor. Then we, the women, will follow them. I think that is how the originator of marriage or the creator of the whole universe have already made it. But we choose to say ladies first. I don't get it right. I think you men should be the head. They are the head, the gigantic people. We want them to start climbing the mountain and ask us to come. Then we follow. All right. Please kindly introduce yourself to our lovely guest.
Okay. My name is Victor Soul. You can call me Major Soul also. Please
Major Soul.
Major Soul, yes, please.
Oh, okay.
Okay, please Apostle Joseph was the one. So I'm here for
to represent Apostle Joseph. That's an interesting one. Yes. My lady, kindly introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Beatrice Godo.
Beatrice God.
Well.
Nice one. All right. Today we decided to talk about this. What is your take? I want to hear from you. When we say loving your neighbor, do we still love our neighbor today in this our generation? Do we show love I think some people don't even love themselves. How much more loving someone else? We want to find out. What do you understand? How can you digest this? Let me start with the lady.
So, as I said, from my perspective, where I'm coming from, like let's look at the Bible from 1 John chapter 4, verse 16.
Okay.
So he says, and we have known and believe the love that God had to us. God is love, and he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in God, and God in him.
Okay.
And then also 1 John 4:8, he says, he that loveth not knoweth not God, for God is love. So naturally you see that as a Christian, you still have that love within you.
Yeah.
And we express this every day in our life. Every day. This love, we express this every day in our life. So for example, let's say you and your husband were in a house that you sometimes you get angry with your husband to extent that you wish this man never comes to you.
There's no more.
And then you just the next seconds you see him sick. You just find yourself helping him.
The same person you said you wish he doesn't exist.
Yes.
Okay.
So that love is we express it through us every day. So it's so it exists.
All right. Interesting one. Lady Beatrice said that we need to exhibit love in every aspect. She gave a scenario that sometimes we even go like, our husband has provoked us, for example. We go like, this man, I wish I didn't marry this man, I'm regretting being with this man. But the same person who said that against the man will say the man is falling sick or not feeling okay. She will also be the one to run helter-skelter to make sure this woman or this man is fit again. That to show that we must love, and that love exists. Thank you so much. Why are you laughing at me? The way I digest what she's saying, right? All right, that's an interesting one. What do you have to say when we talk about loving your neighbor? What do you understand by that?
Okay.
Take us through that journey.
Okay. Loving your neighbor is a very great word. That in fact it digests everything about humanity. It's a word that in the Bible they used to describe every aspect of the law.
Wow.
That it is written in Matthew that love your God with all your heart, with all your mind, and with all your understanding. Then love your neighbor. So a word love is a very word that in fact it embraces everything. Let me use that word.
It's a huge word.
It's a very huge word. So whenever it comes to our daily life, we are full of love. No matter the situation, love encourages us, love sharpens us, love helps us to know the type of person we are, our character. Love reflects God's character in us. Either good or in bad, love is still in.
All right, interesting one. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Engineer Victor. He's helping us to understand that love is a major thing that we need to take work in our daily activities every day of our life. We should not let love lack in everything we do. So therefore we must love our neighbor. That is what really identifies us or help us to clearly understand that we are children of God, that God has first loved us. That is why he sent his only begotten son, and he has also instructed us to do that. So he's helping us to understand that we must love. Yes. Now we must love, but we have some neighbors that do not understand that love how you do. So if you come across such neighbors, okay, before I go that side, how is it important to love your neighbor? How is it important to love your neighbor? Because for me, I feel your neighbor is your little God. You need to be in a good relationship with your neighbors. But I think about 80-75% do not understand the value of neighbors. So how do we love our neighbor? And why do we supposed to love our neighbors? Let me start with the lady.
Okay, so yes, we do have to love our neighbors.
Okay.
Yes, because as I said earlier, love is within us. No matter what you do, there's love. There's something love inside you.
Inside of us.
Yes. So even for instance, let's say I had a quarrel with my neighbor, and then maybe I see her washing her things, and then let's say she's not there, and let's say the rain is coming too, and I've seen that her things are on the line.
Yeah.
So as me, that love I have inside me, I won't let my neighbor's things, like the rain between her, the things. Yes, I will go and pick it for her. I will take all her things from the line and then take it to my house. If she comes, I can give the thing to her. That, oh, even though probably, let's say she offended me, but because I still have that love inside me, I wasn't
that quality,
yes,
that attribute
yes.
of Christ,
yes,
that God have created you with his own image,
yes,
and also instruct you that you must love just as he has loved you and created you in his own image. You must always carry love among yourself. Only if you understand that word, that is when, even when your neighbor offend you, you also be moved to always be protected or protect your neighbor.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if you, that's where you're diving to. I think you're making a good point too as well. I don't know, how do you take this? Why must we love our neighbors? Even though some of them, like she said, might be the one to hurt you, and you decided to show love because Christ is in you, and because you understand the language of love, and you know it's a compulsory that you must love your neighbor, you decided to show this love. And why, if that neighbor do not understand what you understand, or how deep loving your neighbor should be, he or she do not understand it that way, how would you go about it?
Okay, let me use this word first. Even Jesus, that we Christians, we believe of, also experience this. He also experienced the same thing.
Nice word. I like
then
that.
Also Muhammad also, who is also in a Muslim, also experienced the same thing. Wow. And even Okonfo Anochi, who also is a tradition, also experienced the same thing. So you can see love occupy everything. Love occupy everything. But now let me go into the aspect of love in the context of Jesus. Okay, this is the point. Jesus used love. Jesus taught love to us using the things around us.
Illustration. Yeah.
Do you understand? Jesus used prayer to teach about love. Use the communion service to teach about love. Use farming to teach about love. Use a tree and a vine to teach about love.
Even wine,
even water to teach about love. And then uses strangers, the good Samaritan, to teach about love. So you can see, but still, people still don't still believe in that love.
In love,
because it's not their fault, because of they don't have the knowledge about the love it is. But now, this is what love does mostly. Love, it edify us.
Okay.
Either the person is good or is bad. Let me take it in a good way. If the person is good, then you are okay that you are in a good environment. But that love can also comes in different dimensions. But to me, love, because of that love, it can be seen in different ways. So in Christian aspect, they call it agape love. The agape love, it talks about you don't love for any reason. You don't love for any reason.
You should love unconditionally.
You love unconditionally, as you all said. So because of this thing, I documented something. I don't know if she wanted to hear.
Yes,
about
we
love.
would like to hear.
Okay, this is it. I sat down, then I realized that love are into 3 points of eye view. Love are into 3 points of eye view. And this point of eye view, the last point that we always neglect the third point view. of love. That is the most one that we always left behind. And the first one is the physical eye, the first point view of love. Point view of love. The first point is the physical eye. You have your eye, I have my eye. We see things.
That's the first point.
Yeah.
You say you have three.
You
sat down and analyze it on your own.
Yes.
So this is point one.
Yeah.
Okay.
The point one, I have my eye, you two have yours.
Yeah.
I see, you see, I can see you, you can see me.
Yes.
Right. I see everything
around you.
Yeah. Materialize things, that behaviors and other things. Those love is also a love, but it change. It's like a chameleon. That love,
it fades out.
It fades out. That love, that is normally that is the first love they normally see on earth, because of people put on body. So that is the love normally they see. But I don't want to talk about that love more because of time, and then more. So the second love is the love of understanding. The love of understanding. That is your spiritual understanding. It's also a love. And so that is the love that normally it points you to Jesus, or it points you to your Creator. It points you to your Creator, Jesus. Even though if you're a tradition, it points you to your lesser gods. That is in a shadow way. When it comes to tradition.
Okay. So this is the second one. Can you give us the third one?
The third one is the eye. The third one is the eye of your neighbor. It means your neighbor is your third eye. That third eye is that eye. Day by day we neglect that eye, but we forget that is the most important eye. One, in the accounts language, they normally say this word. Obia or namhon wonim se nichi achi. Ajise ni owo nichi no. No ede no kachere. So your neighbor is your third eye. And this your neighbor, he reflects your character.
Wow.
You can see your real character
through your neighbor.
Through your neighbor.
How?
Yeah. An example that I just said again.
Wow.
Using the accounts language.
Okay.
That whenever you are walking or you dressed, it's your neighbor that can see which you say what dress ye and one dress say one dress ye not one can't chill poor and Nina what the show no. It's a language in the third eye of love, which is your neighbor.
Okay.
Obetima catch your by obesary. Ubufu ben say ubufu.
By your neighbor be one catch you.
Yes.
Anamebo unhumpu. Unhun catch unhun sign cra say wa hu bibi. Obetima atina dem no sero. Anamebo sister.
Yeah, you will neighbor be wa otisa. It's anything. Don't forget the second eye. That is what discernment. That is the spiritual understanding. Jesus talks about our spiritual understanding should be enlightened. And so that's the discernment. And so if you discern, you feel what the person is doing. Then
thank you so much. Oh my goodness, you hit it. That is on point. Since you understand where he's coming from, I want you to continue where you stopped. He's making us to understand that if you have the good spirit in you, you have the spirit of God in you, you might have a bad neighbor, but your spirit is pure. So whatever that happens behind, if your neighbor failed to protect you, you will feel it. That's what I don't know about you. Are you with me here? Yeah. That's how you understand it. Yeah. That's what you're trying to say, right?
Yes,
so that means if you think your neighbor is not good, you need to be good.
Yes.
So that even if your neighbor is not doing it right, your spirit will protect you.
Yeah.
It's true.
So that means you don't say your neighbor is not good, then you're not good. Yeah. You made that earlier statement. Yeah. So you said it that at the beginning you were like, even if your neighbor does not show you that love, do not understand the language of that neighborhood love, show it to them continuously. Then I ask you, what about if you show to your neighbor who do not understand and still do not want to follow your step and abide by your understanding of love language concerning neighborhood? You'll be like, you continue. Then I dive to him, that why would you continue? He said that if you have a spirit of discernment, that is his second eye, you will definitely feel whatever that is coming behind you. So whether you have a neighbor or you don't have a neighbor, you'll be protected. That is what I find out. It's a nice one. All right, you're watching Time with Counsellor Stella. Thank you so much for standing tuned. Do not forget to like and share. This is how we do it live on Omashi. We do this every Saturday, exactly 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Like and let people learn, share, and let people watch and learn from what we're talking about, because we find out that 80-85% do not understand what neighborhood love is all about. They've lost that love, and they forgot to understand even a religion you belong to, there is instruction in a manual. It could be Bible, it could be Quran, that have already written and make you to understand that you must love your brother and you must love your sister. But today people don't consider, they don't even know what we're talking about. So we're trying to remind our audience what we're talking about. Love your neighbor. Who is your neighbor? Who is your neighbor? Is your neighbor just the person next door? We want to find out.
Neighbor is not the person just
next door.
Yes. No.
Give us.
So let's say I meet even the footballers. Once, even let's say you travel and you meet someone from, let's say you have gone to outside and you meet somebody also speaking even the same language.
Yes, your brother.
You see that bond. As you see that he's speaking the same language, no, you know that this person is from my hometown.
Oh.
Then that love, you see that bond there. So it's not only about your next neighbor. It's not the person living beside you. That's not that. Our neighbor is across. Once you know the person, you still show that neighborhood love. So it's not the next.
All right, interesting one. Thank you so much. What's your take?
Okay.
Your neighbor is, let's see it.
Okay. When we talk about who is my neighbor, my neighbor is someone who is closer to me. Not only that, my neighbor is everyone around me. Everybody, both in culture, in different culture, both in religion, in different religion, in different continents or different countries. All of them, they are my neighbor.
They're your brother and your neighbor. Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So together, those people together, they make us what God said, for we are God's. So our neighbor join together. So neighbor is who we know we are. So our neighbor reveal ourselves.
Okay, if I may ask, do you think that love your neighbor or loving your neighbor really brings something good to our society? If yes, why? If no, why not? Let's know.
So okay.
Let me hear from you.
Oh, okay. In the society aspect, let me take it as if when it comes to government properties.
Yeah.
So government properties, they need to be taking good care of the citizen. Because of I'm a citizen of Ghana, it's my responsibility to work, to love everything that belongs to the government. Everything, even including the citizen, they are government property. So I'm supposed to love all of them. So in case of if there is misunderstanding, I have to make sure I put the right audience in place. Those who supposed to occupy those authorities, like the policemen protecting government properties. So and then because of in the context of the environment, our neighbor helps a lot.
Okay, interesting one. I don't know, what is the biggest challenge or challenges that is preventing us from loving our neighbors? How are we supposed to love them? What is the biggest challenge, my lady?
One, I can say that is greediness. Sometimes greediness.
Gossip.
Yeah. Sometimes too, the way how the situation we are even in. Sometimes the situation we are even in will not even let you even yourself cry. You will not even find yourself loving Somebody.
Like what kind of situation?
Let's say that
warrants you not to love somebody. I want to know.
Who is there?
Okay, give us this
Let's say somebody has gone through like a whole lot in his or her life.
Yeah.
This person is struggle, going up and down, doing all sorts of things. And still what she eat that person wants, she has not gotten it.
Yeah.
Maybe
the person will not be happy.
Yeah. Will not be happy even thinking of loving somebody else.
Yeah.
Maybe a little thing crowd will strike.
Exactly.
Her to even get more angry with you, even trying to show her love cry.
Okay, thank you so much. If I may ask you, do you think social media has brought us so far and so good that we understand what loving your neighbor is all about? Do you think social media is helping us to love our neighbors?
Yes, social media is doing so.
It's helping, right?
Yeah.
In what way, and in what way is not?
Okay, social media is helping us to love our neighbor.
Okay.
Through the internet, as the way you just said, from different countries, because you learn from me as I'm your neighbor from different continents, and then also from different tribes, different religion, and different belief. So from that, you learn, they know how to relate well and concern over the understanding of each of everyone, because of everyone's understanding is different, but based on what the person sees or how the person sees
wow,
it.
interesting. Right, sis? What do you think?
Yeah.
That's
and
it.
then how the person sees. Like for example, earlier that when I was talking, I used a word called shadows.
Yeah.
I used a word called shadows. Then let me say it this way. And so in the Christendom, it says that everything Jesus said, there are shadows that he used to point about love. Then also, whenever it comes to the tradition too, they also say things about the shadow. So whenever these things, when it comes to the social media, it helps us to exchange and then know how to communicate to each other to maintain that, because internet help us to sharpen our intelligence through our neighbors, because there are some things you may not know, I may not know. We share in common. So that is all so far.
So for what you can drop concerning that.
Yeah.
My lady, can you please quickly add something to that?
Okay, so let's say yes, indeed it helps us, because let's say the educative programs that are on the internet. Let's say this one that we are having, I believe is on the internet. So let's say I just go to the internet and I just find out this program going on like this. No, I will pick something from it.
Yeah.
And then it's going to help me.
That is why we need to share and let people see and learn. Yeah, what do you think? Yes, I think adding to what my lovely guests, they're making a good point. I think social media is also helping in other way around. I think some people don't even, they don't communicate with their neighbor, but they watch their neighbor through social media too. You understand? So if you're on social media, make sure you do it right and do it well, so that your neighbor too can learn something from you. I think most people as neighbors, they don't learn good things from each other. Do you notice that thing? Do you notice that most of the time people have neighbors, they don't learn any good thing from their neighbors?
Yes.
Can you give us why you say yes?
Okay. Because of one, lack of understanding, then lack of education, or like improper way of like the way he learned.
Okay.
And so because of those things I've stated, he will not, or he or she will not understand his neighbor or anything about their love. So we need to teach others about how love is. Love is not based on what people do, to the good things people do to you. Love is about also the bad thing people also do to you.
Why do you say that?
Because they say whenever people does bad things to you, that is what reflects your real character. Within that moment, your real character comes out. Jesus said something, that if we love only those who love us. What is the benefit? What kind of love is that? So indirectly, that one is not even a love. But those who even hate us, that is the love comes inside.
That's where we need to show much.
Yeah, that is where we need to show much. Because anytime someone hates you, it trigger what
is in you.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
So yeah, so anytime those things trigger out, that is your real who you are.
Yeah.
That is your real who you are. So from there, you can also use that neighbor as or enemy in the aspect of your neighbor
as a point of
contact to mold your character,
yourself.
reshape your character.
But to add to it, we also have neighbors that they portray good character that you might like to learn from
them. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yes,
I love to be with neighbors. In fact, it is good when you learn. If people could not learn anything from you, Charlie, there's no need for you. You have to teach people. Let people, whenever people come around you, let them learn something from you.
Yeah.
With you knowing or without you knowing, let them pick up something. This shows you're also helping to build a good community and a good society as well.
Yeah.
Let's give an example. Do you have any example based on this?
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's say I have one leader at my
Can you
church.
project here?
Yeah, I have one leader at my church.
Yeah.
This lady, as I went to the church, I saw her. I just love her.
I did everything about
Everything
her.
about her. So I approached her. I said, "Oh, I like everything about you." So I joined her team. She has a team. I joined. I just saw her, like the way she is, the way she's put. I've been watching her when I go to church. I watch her like that. So I decided to join her team. In fact, always I thank her joining.
And that team have benefited you one way
always
or the other.
I thank her.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and always I wish to become like her. In terms of everything, even in terms of everything, the way she talks, how she's intelligent, how, like everything you say, she'll give you an answer. So I really in fact there are neighbors that truly you wish to become like them. Yeah.
What does it take?
Yeah, what my sister said, that is what I said, the first eye. That's that one. So let me still hit on the third eye, as I was still saying. An experienced one. The third eye, basing on, even though it doesn't matter what your neighbor does to you, either evil or good, you still find how to think, then help you to think.
That is the major love.
That
is where, third eye, right?
Yeah, that is where a word called maturity comes inside. Because that is where a leadership comes inside. Do you understand? So if someone sees you and proclaim a good attitude to you, you are not still mature unless you face circumstances with enemies that they are around you, called your neighbors. So, for example, a boss and co-workers, or no, let me make it a boss and his workers, or like his those that work under him, right? Okay. Anytime that the boss, anytime that boss doesn't experience unkindness, he doesn't experience things that will irritate what he is in him, the business will never progress, because you will never think. You will never think of how to amend or to put things in right. So imagine those neighbors, which are the third eye of love. Those people will help the boss to learn more into his maturity, so that he can still live among them, so that later those people will rather come to their sense by learning from the boss.
Yeah, it goes to what she said, that it goes back to the first eye. All right, interesting one. This is a nice one. You're watching Counsellor Stella. Do not forget to like and share us. And like and follow us. Like I keep telling us all the time, Life Here No Match. We got a lot of program Life Here No Match. Interesting one. Please like and share. Say your comment. Let's do it right. If we're not doing it right, we want you to comment so that we can sit up, because we are building our community, because we want the best for our community. Our society needs to grow and understand the accurate knowledge of God, what He has instructed us to do. If we want to succeed, we need to do it. All right, interesting one. I go to your first eyes. The first eye is when my sister liberated on that she gave a scenario that she saw a lovely church member. She just fell in love with the lady, the way she carried herself, the way she does her things. In fact, she decided to love the lady so much because the lady lives and got a lot of good qualities in her that she wished she got some of the qualities. So all she could do is to join the woman association just because of how the woman carries herself. That is why we said it is good to learn good things from your neighbors, and it's good to live by neighbors that have good attributes, something that can benefit you. Something that can benefit you can benefit your children, can also be extended to our society, because your children will take it to the school and it's benefiting our society. That is what we're talking about here. Yes. And when my sister liberated on that, she was so happy that she really joined the ladies organization in the church and all of that. So the gentleman now come back that this is where he needs to apply the third eyes by working so solid on that first eye, liking the woman so much, and decided to join a group in a church and learn and extend the love and keep sharing the love to the community, to the society. That is where the real neighborhood established or play a game.
Yes.
That is real love among your neighbors is very important. That is what we're diving on. I don't know. Well, you brought a lot of illustration here, the first eye and the second and third eye. But you've not really liberated on the third eye. Okay, let me come on. You said the third eye is where maturity falls in.
Yes.
So when she loved the lady and decided to join the association in the church because of how the lady carries herself, then the lady applied maturity and she also applied maturity. The maturity worked hand in hand. Interesting one.
Yeah.
Interesting one. Love your neighbor. It is important. So let's liberate on the third eye. You mentioned of, you've not really said much of it.
Yes,
but you talk about discernment.
Yes.
So can you take us, when you talk about discernment, can you digest it more of it? Let's get more, because we really get the first eye and the third eye, but that second is what we really want to get more.
Okay.
Yes,
the
please.
Spirituality.
Yes, please. The spirituality aspect.
Okay. When it comes to the second eye, which is called the spiritual understanding, it falls under shadow and reveal one. The reason why I'm taking it in that angle is people are watching, then they're supposed to know what we are talking about, that we know what we are saying.
Okay.
The reason why I use that angle is we have shadows of everything. Like for example, a moving car, whenever it's late, the shadow of the moving car, whenever you watch the moving car, the shadow, you can never detect the type of car it is unless you watch the real car. Have you seen? That is the same thing that happens. So, for example, when also it comes to this aspect, the shadow pointed at tradition. That is the shadow. So we watch the reality. The reality. And so, let me still make another example of the second eye. The second eye, which is the spiritual understanding, occupy both sides.
Okay.
The reason why I said it occupy both sides, it helps you to discern what you have not seen,
to see the danger coming,
what you
to
have
know
not
how to defend yourself.
Yes.
I don't know. Are you picking up?
Yeah.
It's making point, right?
Yeah. And also it also helps to give a signal to know the first eye, and to know the first eye of love, and then the third eye of love. That is the discernment.
Okay. Interesting one. All right, let's dive in here. If you truly love your neighbor, you play the role of neighborhood in a unique way. How would it favor our communities or our nation?
Okay. Is going to favor our nation. In fact, I don't even know the word to use. Do you know why I say I don't know?
I don't know, unless you say.
Because I said love occupy everything. So it favor this country. It reduce lawlessness. So if I say it reduces lawlessness, indirectly the state is saved.
And let's go more.
Okay.
Lawlessness,
disrespect,
and many more.
They are all into the lawlessness. Because when you love, automatically you obey.
Respect. You obey.
Respect. You obey laws. You obey those who are older than you.
The way they insult the polity, like the elderly ones, people in power, and all of that, I don't think is right.
Because of lack of that love. Lack of the true love.
It's true.
So imagine if such love is within this nation. Cheating will be out.
Bribery
will be out. Everything will be done genuinely. Even though if someone did evil things against you, you will not even imprison the person
because of love.
Because of love, you still forgive.
You forgive.
And then from there, the person will also amend his way because he was also being forgiven.
Yes.
As Jesus said.
Yes.
We should forgive because it has already been forgiven. God has already forgiven us.
Even there's some people we have in the jail, they did not do anything. They cried and cried and cried their eyeballs out. Nobody failed to understand them. There's no love. So in that way, it doesn't favor our community if you don't love your neighbor.
Yes.
If you love your neighbor, how does it help our community?
Yes, so like robbery, it will not even go.
Interesting.
Development will be fast.
Yes.
Productivity will be okay.
No
Joy
stealing.
will be vibrating in everyone's heart
Yes.
because of that word love.
So you won't even have that mind. It's this I'm going to steal. Even if I ask my neighbor, but she'll give it to me.
Yes.
So why would I go and steal?
Oh my goodness, interesting one. What's your time, Counsellor Stella?
I like something.
Wow.
I like something about Jesus. You know what Jesus said about that? Jesus ended it up that love fulfill all the law.
Above it, every other thing, love is the greatest. Yeah, you love your neighbor. But it's so heartbreaking when you love your neighbor, in return they mess you up. It's so heartbreaking. As in you end up being like, I just don't want to be with them anymore. I don't hate them, but I don't really, really love them that much. Probably I might love them, but I will not get close to them. We have people who does that. It happens a lot. That's why I said about 80-85% people do not understand what love is all about. And when we talk about neighbor, it's not just the next door. It could be someone sitting by you in a public transport. It could be someone when you're traveling from here to Togo, from here to Abidjan. Whoever you meet is your neighbor. But people do not understand all this. I think next time we will really strictly talk about this. But before I proceed, or we try wrapping up, do you think that you need to love your neighbor so much, irrespective of their religion, irrespective of their political differences, irrespective of their traditional way, irrespective of wherever they are coming from, their beliefs and all of that? Do you think you still have to show them that love?
Oh yes.
Why? Why do you say yes?
No, that's from a Christian perspective. I would say you love them. Christ died for everyone.
Thank you so much.
Christ died for everyone, no matter where you are coming from, whether you are a politician, whether you are traditionalist, whether you still, he died for everyone.
So you need to show that love.
So you need to show that love to everybody.
Okay.
Everybody.
What is it?
And also, let me add the Christianity aspect of it. Jesus said something that if a nation fights against himself, how will such a nation stand?
Survive. How will they survive?
If a kingdom fights against himself, what will be his stand? So you can imagine
I love
what
that
love
illustration, you know?
You can imagine what love
It's
is.
like we have this neighboring country, Africa, fighting. They're also African neighboring country. I wonder, how will you excel? They've come and explore your country. And of course, if they are there, all you need to do is to give them rules and regulations on how to live in your country. I don't want to mention any country anyway, but our neighboring African country, asking the fellow Africans to leave. Those people you're asking to leave are your brothers and they are your neighbors. Probably if something happened, they are one of the countries that they will call and make sure they put everything in record to help you survive it. So why would you tell them to go? there is no love. In fact, so many people do not understand the word love. The language of love, they lack it. And you forget that the more you're living your life with your neighbors and you're not living it well, your children are picking it up from there. And how does this affect our children? If you don't show, your mama, if daddy do not show good relationship with their neighbors, does it affect our children? Yes. How does it affect our children?
It do. Because even when the children go to school, as you are saying, yes, if mommy and daddy, they don't show love, definitely your child will not also show love. Yes. Because as I said earlier, I said we express it every day in our life. Even children, when they have biscuits, and you said that they share it to their friends in school. They share biscuits, like unknowingly. The girl will say, "Oh, give me some," and then the girl will give you. Because he knows what she's doing. It's love. They will tell you that sharing is caring.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yes,
that's true.
What, even so, it does help our children when we show it in our various homes. It does. Our children pick it up.
All right. Thank you so much. Very true. It has an effect on our children in school and every other way around. And the moment the children learn a lot of how to love neighbors, they learn how that guide them to knowing how to love their classmates, how to respect their teachers, and how to love others. And the more they show that love in the classroom, other children will also pick up. And that is how we help our community. But let me ask you, my young man, do you think, what advice can you give to our young people out there on how to love their neighbors or in loving their neighbors? What advice? Just drop like 2 and 3, then my lady will drop, so we quickly wrap up for today.
Okay, what advice will I
give them like 3. The young people out there concerning loving your neighbor, how important it is to love your neighbor.
Oh, okay. Let me first give this point. I'll use the Christian aspect first.
Okay.
It talks about this. The sons of God saw the daughters of men that they were fair, then they took them as wife of their own choices, as the Old Testament talks about. So, talking about attitude. Then when you go more, so that they give birth to giants, means giving birth to what? People who are lawlessness, so they grow in sin. They grow out of.
I think we have a caller. Hello, caller. Hello.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Hello. I think we have a caller. We lost.
I'm calling from Ghana right now.
Okay.
And
I
really like it.
From love.
Hello, I can hear you. Hello, caller. Good evening.
Mama Stella.
Hello, where are you calling
And
us
then
from? Hello, your name?
God bless you.
Hello. Hello.
Looking at it.
Okay.
Love your neighbor. Is there something we can do to believe? And in fact, for me, it's a yes. For me, it's a big yes.
Okay.
A big yes because our predecessors loved one another.
Yeah.
They loved one another. They loved themselves. And for that reason, it gives us an opportunity to also believe and know that we too can love one another. It is very important. Yes. But then, how can it be possible when there are proper teachings going on concerning love one another in the churches? Proper teachings going on, it will help. Secondly, if the pastors that are preaching love one another themselves are also loving one another, it will be a witness to the people that yes, indeed, this love one another thing is not just a talk, it's an action. But when pastors tend to fight one another, today this pastor and that pastor, they are fighting each other, insulting one another, then it makes the whole thing something else. So first of all, proper teaching. Number 2, practice of what they are teaching. If the pastors can practice it, it will help. Thirdly, the leadership of the churches. If leadership of the churches can also help people now.
Thank you.
One elder fighting the other, one pastor fighting another pastor in the same church. It will help. It will help. It will help. It will help. Finally, the church members. If church members would understand the message and love one another in the church, that is when it can go outside and affect others.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes, sister.
Very simple.
Very
If members can understand, then we can go out and affect others. Because even in the church there is peace. But if in the church there is no peace, there is crisis, then how are we able to take that outside? That confusion is what we will take outside. And it will affect the community, the church finds itself in. So love one another, it is very possible. It is very possible. It is possible. But some people have their own agenda. Once you are showing them love, they have their own agenda behind the love you are showing them. They have their own expectations. So if care is not taken, you will be doing something out of love. But the person you are loving will not love you back. It's another problem that we are facing today. So in all, it is possible. It all depends on us. Lastly, discrimination. Lastly, my final word, and then I'll end it with discrimination. If I don't see myself that, oh, I'm a Christian, so that fellow is a Muslim, so I can't love him. We can't, live in peace. That love one another will not work because of, religious barriers. So discrimination, tribal barriers, discrimination is also another thing that will not help the love one another thing to be active today. If we discriminate among others, this person is a fancy, this person is an Evans, this person is a gun. So since you are not a fancy like myself, then I can't associate with you. It will not help love one another. Besides, forgiveness is also another big pillar. When we don't forgive one another, we can't live in peace. We can't love one another when we are not forgiving. And if we don't accept our own mistakes, it will be very difficult for us to express love to one another. It will be very difficult when we don't accept our mistakes. So, people of God, there are a lot of reasons that we can cite out. A lot of reasons we can cite out. And this is the very few words I would like to ponder on and reason with concerning this topic. And I'm watching live from YouTube. So, forgive me if I don't hear your response back. I'm watching live on YouTube.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mama Stella.
God bless you. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it. Wow, interesting. Love is the greatest anyway. Even though we are humans, sometimes you show love to people, they do not give you love back in return. It's so heartbreaking. And sometimes we go like, I don't give a damn. I'm not going to talk to you anymore because you're not nice to me. I showed you so much love. You do not relate back, or you do not give it back to me. So in return, therefore, I am not loving you anymore. No matter what it is, you want to forgive and try to love your neighbor. Like my lady made a good fundamental important talk. She said that love should be in you as a child of God. It should be in you because God sacrificed his son due to love, and he also made us in his image. So love should be in us. That's what she said. Even when your neighbor do not love you, you should still love your neighbor. And my brother said that even though when your neighbor do not love you, if you still have that love in you, the same thing the lady is saying, if you have love in you, you will have the discernment spirit that will prompt you to watch your back, even when no one or your neighbor is not watching your back. What are we talking about? Everything's to boil out. You must love your neighbor. But then my lady made a one point here. She said that if you don't love yourself, that's not what you're going to love someone else. In other way around, you must love yourself and extend that love to someone else. That is what our caller just said right now. Right. He said that if you don't love among yourself, especially in the religion aspect, how would you extend the love to someone who is not a child of God, or who is not I don't know. You need to show love within yourself. And he gave us a lot of illustration that in a church, some pastors find each other. I think in a church there's a lot of issues like that. But then, there's nothing we can do about it. Let's quickly wrap up for today. We'll continue this topic next week, God willing. Let's quickly drop advice. Just give me one, and my sister will give us one. Let's give the audience concerning loving your neighbor.
Okay, what I will say is love bring what? Trials. Because no matter what, you be trial. That shows. So When the trials comes, endurance will follow. Then when endurance follow, then character reveal. That is your character.
Interesting one. My lady, just
all right, so I will just go back to where I started from. That's the 1 John 4:16. And he says, and we have known and believe the love that God had to us. God is love, and he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in God, and God in him. So what I will say to the youth, that if you don't love it, you don't have God in you.
It's true.
But if indeed you have God, then that love dwelleth in you, and you know God, and God is in you. So we should show that love God has deposited in us. Everything that we do, that love should come first.
God bless you, my lady. All right, this is interesting. When we're talking about love, discrimination, if you know what love is, you will not discriminate. You will never discriminate, especially those that always ask other people to leave their country, like our neighboring country, African country. You do not know what love is. You don't even believe in yourself. You don't know that when strangers are in your land, they will help you bring more development. So extend love by letting them know that, okay, you overstayed, or probably we are not okay, we are not surviving well, and you are also part of us, but this is what we want you to do so that we can move on well. You don't ask people to leave you. When people leave you alone, can you live alone without people? No way. So what am I trying to say here is discrimination is no, and jealousy is no, greediness is no, gossip is no. These are some of the things that makes us or disconnect the love we should build and have with our neighbors. We should rekindle and retrust our neighbor, even though it's difficult when you love someone or trust someone, you distrust the person. Retrusting again is another huge of hard work. But then what can you do? You need to always take it gradually and make sure you have love with your neighbor. Love your neighbor so much. Those of you that are living in a rented apartment, your neighbor is your little God. Build a strong relationship with your neighbor than the owner of the house you guys have rented, and be one. In so many ways, it's more important to be one with your neighbor. We will dive into this next week when we come. Please, if you want to sponsor this program, Time with Counsellor Stella, contact me on those contacts 0554 8411 27. 0554 8411 27. Call us. Let's do this together. We are in this together. We need to always dive as one. Remember, together we stand, and divided we fall. Love your brother. Love your brother. Love your brother. Show love. Thank you so much for all those people that stand by me and make sure that this program becomes a successful one. Thank you, CEO of Omashi. Thank you so much, manager of Omashi. Thank you so much, Kobe, the guy in the control. Prince Kobe, you've been there. Thank you so much, Young Herod. Am I mistaken? The DOP. All right. Thank you so much, my lovely guests. God has blessed me. I always have the interested and intelligent ones around me. Those that understand the language that I want to speak. They speak the same language with me that we want to speak to our brothers and sisters. That is our audience, our lovely friends. To learn and to remember, or to remind them of so many things we need to know on the universe. I love you guys. Good night.